A standard hotel breakfast, and then we were off for the day. My new shoes I bought at the beginning of the trip have become this dirty so far. Our first stop was at a royal pond. After some history on it, we biked around it and entered a Buddhist temple. We wandered around the Buddhist temple for a little while. There were lots of nice buildings, statues, figures, and carvings to see. Women weren't allowed to wear shorts that went above the knee while inside the temple. Chickens were also there wandering around. Chickens can be seen in most places in Vietnam, and you can always hear them crowing. We took some time to pose for a few photos before getting a few drinks and heading off again on our trip. After a bit of biking, we stopped to take in the sights and learn about how rice is grown. Workers could be seen harvesting crops in the distance. There were also ducks present in the area. In Vietnam, they refer to them as water ducks, as they can't fly. These paths were also under constant light traffic.
That's why after 1 month, when the rice like this high,
Yeah.
they replant. You see, if they do sitting like that, some very crowded,
Yeah.
so not many.
Motorcycle.
On the water, yeah. That's a traditional toilet.
You
on the
climb
water.
up above the pond.
Yep.
This is a
Still
traditional
used?
toilet?
Yep. Bike's coming. More bike.
Cycling through these rice fields was one of the best parts of the vacation. The fields were very pretty to look at, and the scenery was fun to bike. After some biking, we stopped for a little snack. I attempted to order a Coke in Vietnamese, but it didn't work out.
Higher.
We picked him up.
We stopped for a little break at someone's house. Their house was in between upgrades, so they had a nice front to it, but simple leaf-based sidewalls. Ty ended up showing us his cycling tattoo, and then we were off again. We stopped for a little break here. Unfortunately, one of our group members had fallen into a rice paddy and lost her shoe. While she was getting cleaned up and helped by some local people, we were able to see some jackfruit growing in the wild. These paths occasionally have gates on them that can be closed if someone is trying to make a getaway on a bike or some sort. Along the way, we stopped to allow some people to catch up and saw some chicken cooking. But lunch wasn't now. We had to keep traveling to get to the restaurant. Lunch here was both tasty and relaxing. Alright, so this here is a dragon's eye. Yeah, with rice on it. So yeah. Split open the shell. And those look like an eye. Off we went again, but this time Catherine was riding the bus. We went a little bit down a path and someone's chain ended up snapping off. While they were attempting to fix it, the slower group caught up with us, and I decided to go with them for the next little bit. We eventually got to another ferry, We eventually made it to our final checkpoint of the day and busted to the hotel. Our hotel was pretty nice, and we ended up going out for dinner, which was also quite tasty. We had rice, squash, lemon chicken, fish, and some kind of deep fried mystery meat. After dinner, we explored the town, which was pretty nice. They were selling a whole bunch of stuff on the streets. Very often in Vietnam and Cambodia, the first and or last step in a set of stairs would be off by a certain distance. We always had to watch for this.
The very last step is bigger than the rest of them, increasing your chance of stumbling and falling.